Welcome to PD and Pieces. My name is Katie. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about what is the Floss Rule. Some people call this the 1-1-1 rule. Other people refer to it as the Floss Z rule. This is primarily a spelling rule that's going to help kids learn how to spell floss words. So let's get right to it. So what is the Floss Rule? The rule states that if a one-syllable word ends in these sounds, f, l, s, or z, and it has just one vowel, then you're going to double the final consonant. So the floss rule is primarily a spelling rule that's going to help students know when to double the final consonant in these short words. And what you need to do is teach the kids to look and think of the word floss itself, right? This word floss is a one-syllable word. It has one short vowel and it ends with that s sound. So what do we have to do to the last letter? We have to use a digraph to spell it. So we double it, okay? And we spell it with an SS. So all the letters in floss can be doubled under this rule. So I teach my students, think of the word floss, think of the consonant sounds that you hear within that word, f, l, s, and z. We got to tack that on. That's why some people call it the Floss Z rule. And if we have a one-syllable word with one short vowel that ends with one of those sounds, then we must double it. So let's look at some examples. We have puff, hill, mess, buzz. These all check out, right? They have one syllable, one short vowel, and they end with one of these specific letter sounds that's included in the word floss, F-L-S or Z. When does this rule apply? Let's break it down. As I mentioned before, the word must be one syllable. It must end with a f, l, s, or z sound. It has to have one vowel, one short vowel that comes right before the final consonant. And if it checks out, then you double the F, the L, the S, or the Z when spelling. So let's look at a few words. How about the word roof? Does it check out? It does not. There's actually two vowels, so we don't double it. How about the word help? Okay, this is not a floss, right? It ends with the p sound, so we don't double it. How about the word bless? One syllable, ends with a s sound, which is in the word floss, and it has one short vowel right before that final consonant letter. So we double it. That is a floss word. So some more about the floss rule. This rule typically appears in early phonics instruction right after students have mastered closed syllable words and short vowels. So reading those words as well as spelling those words. Typically this happens in early first grade. It's best, as with all rules, to teach the rule explicitly, using decodable words and really clear examples, but also explaining that rules are sometimes broken. And so there's going to be some exceptions to this rule. So you have to teach kids to test the word. And here's how I teach them to test the word when they're spelling these words and they're trying to decide, do I need to double the last consonant in this word? Is it a floss word? So first they need to count the syllables. Is it a one-syllable word? Next, they need to identify the vowel sound. Is the vowel sound short and does it come right before that final consonant sound? Then they need to listen for the ending consonant sound. Is the consonant sound f, l, s, or z, like in flossy, floss Z? If so, then they need to decide if they need to double it. Okay, so if it checks out one syllable, one short vowel, one consonant letter sound at the end that's a F, L, S, or Z, then they're going to double it. So I hope you learned a little bit about the floss rule, and I hope this helps your instruction as you teach kids, and it will help improve their spelling overall. So join me again in the future. I look forward to seeing you.